Welcome, all you toxic man babies, to the Drunk 3PO channel.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, you know the whole drill. We talked about this before, but it seems like things are beginning to heat up, and Mark Hamill finally talks about this. But this being reported from Inside the Magic says Sebastian Stan says more about the Luke Skywalker casting. Now, if you don't remember, he was on Good Morning America, and he was asked about playing Luke Skywalker. And if you didn't see that clip, I'm gonna post it now so you could get a reference and understand how far this thing's being dragged out. So here's the clip here.
And people are wondering about you playing perhaps a young Luke Skywalker. I know he's going from Marvel to Disney and to Star Wars, and even Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker himself, has tweeted his support.
Well, if Mark Hamill calls me personally to tell me that he feels inclined to share this role with me, then I'll believe it. Until then, I won't believe it.
So now we have that, but he keeps getting asked over and over and over again. He was just recently asked in another interview, and they said when asked about the rumors that he was the next Luke Skywalker, Stan said this: "I always certainly hear about it, the rumors, and I'm always slightly confused because I'm like, if there are any conversations happening, why isn't anybody calling me about it and having a conversation with me about it?" He goes, "I mean, like anybody, I grew up as a Star Wars fan. For me, Empire Strikes Back was like one of my favorite movies, and Mark Hamill, you know, is one of the most iconic personalities, and Luke Skywalker is an iconic character." Now, before he was like, if Mark Hamill says I could do it, then I can do it, and that would be cool. That would be cool. So Mark Hamill finally says something. He finally comes back. and this is what Mark Hamill says. So Mark Hamill, in his way, which is always his way, it's what he always does. He doesn't come right out and say, yeah, he could play the part. Sure, he could play the part. No, he goes, this assumes I have any say in casting decisions at Lucasfilm, when in fact, I don't. Basically saying they can do whatever they want. They could always do whatever they want. I have no control. I have no say. I have nothing to do with that. So let them do whatever they want. That's a typical Mark Hamill response. But I'm just saying, Sebastian Stan's going to keep getting these questions, because when you have articles and stuff like this that keep popping up, Grogu show set at Luke's Jedi Academy in development, Mark Hamill return. I mean, I think that was just, this possibly could have been an April Fool's joke. Haven't really heard anything about that. This came out a couple days ago, so wouldn't surprise me, again, like I said, if that was an April Fool's joke or something. But this isn't the only one. I mean, people are photoshopping pictures together, and they're just trying to make the connection to get Sebastian to play Luke Skywalker. And the more they keep putting these things together, and the more people start tweeting about it, and the more that fake articles and whatever keep coming out, he's gonna have to keep shutting down rumors about him playing Luke Skywalker. I mean, that's just where we are. I mean, listen, nothing about Luke was ever announced, which it doesn't surprise me if they do that, if they just have some kind of guest thing come out again with Luke just making guest appearances. It wouldn't surprise me. I don't think a show would be in development. If they did, they would have done that already. We've actually heard people within Lucasfilm that were actually a little bit like, we didn't really need Luke. We don't really need Luke in Star Wars anymore. You know, like, why have him? I guess some people liked him, but why have him? Yes, those were conversations. Those were conversations. So I think this little guest appearance of Luke, which drags on the story a little bit, because now everybody wants to know what happens to Baby Yoda. But I think there's I think there's an issue with Luke Skywalker at Lucasfilm right now, and I don't know if we see him, if we'll even see him again. If we do, it'll probably be like it was, a little guest appearance, you know, where it wouldn't surprise me if Luke showed up for like 3 minutes and said, "There's something bad happening. I need you to watch the baby," right? And then just handed him off. Like that would be the end of it, right? If he did something along those lines, then that way they could get rid of Luke. They could bring back Baby Yoda and continue on with whatever they're gonna continue on, something along those lines. I mean, I don't know if you remember this incident where there's a big red X over Luke. Now this was this is actually in the Lucasfilm headquarters now that was taken over by Disney. But let's just be fair. The guy who did it, he said, "Oh, I'm really a Sith Lord, and Luke, you know, he represents everything I'm against. So of course I'm gonna have that at my desk." So they played it off as a joke, but it did get caught in one of their YouTube videos, and it just showed a big red X. Now I don't know if it's a joke or not. I wasn't there. I don't know the people running it, but to me, I was like, wow, they really don't like Luke Skywalker over there, do you? And even Mark Hamill himself, when they talked about the treatment of Luke, you know, came out and said this,
like, you know, but we really have to think of what the audience expects and what they want. And he says, no, we have to do the opposite. We have to give them something they don't expect that we want.
And that's the problem. This article, you know, says it all. The title of this article, "The Backlash to The Last Jedi," showed that Star Wars fans actually like Luke Skywalker, basically thinking in their minds that that character's past. Luke Skywalker's past. We need to tear him down to build the other characters up, so that'll be perfect. Like, no one cares about Luke anymore. You know, it's past. So why don't we just keep him in the past, you know? And then that's the other issue for many that can't stand the sequel trilogy. I'm one of them, that no matter what you do with Luke Skywalker, all roads lead to The Last Jedi. And so now what? I mean, does it even matter? You know, for some, I don't know. It's Lucasfilm has got a lot. It seems like they've got some good things going on one section, and on the other section they just don't know what they're doing, and they don't know what they think they know what the fans want, and they just put out stuff, and you're just kind of like, thank you. I don't know, but we're now in the Jon Favreau universe of Star Wars, which I didn't expect to happen. So anything can happen at this point, to be honest. Anyway, thanks for watching. It's Jay. Good to be back making videos. Catch you next time.